And back here in Mid-Michigan, we continue to look back at the last 5 years living with COVID-19. 5 years ago today, Michigan was dealing with record jumps in COVID cases and deaths. Today, a Bay City restaurant is looking back at how they pushed through the challenging time and how they're using those lessons to respond to a current roadblock. ABC 12's Cheryl Coonan has that story.
Here at the Wanigan Eatery, they say that time taught them valuable lessons in perseverance, some of which they've had to put into play today.
Well, 5 years ago when COVID hit, it was something that happened real quick, and so we had to make adjustments real quick.
Michael Dufresne is the owner of Wanigan Eatery and Pub in Bay City. He says they, like others, went from a sit-down restaurant to a takeout and curbside restaurant.
That was really a wild time back then, because again, at that point, we owned the business for 5 years, and then all of a sudden COVID pops up.
During a time when everything was up in the air, he says they rolled with the punches.
Restaurants and businesses were being shut down. We have to have masks. You can only have 2 or 3 people in at a time. We have to do COVID testing when they come in. We have to fill out questionnaires.
Relying on takeout orders and adjusting other business methods to get by.
We did some of the basics right from the get-go, is calling our waste management and reducing it from every other week to once a month, because we have people that depend on being here every day for their livelihood. We made sure they got their hours.
Dufresne says he and his team are resilient and learned a lot during the pandemic.
And we persevered just like the rest of the businesses here in Bay County and the United States. We got through that.
And though masking up is nearly a thing of the past, they face yet another unique challenge today, and the team is putting those lessons to work again.
It did make us stronger in adversity, and we are facing something like that again.
Dufresne is referring to Bay City's Lafayette Bridge right next to Wanigan's. It shut down in December for a 2-year reconstruction project.
When you come down the road during the day, you don't see a lot of traffic.
He says they've thought outside of the box ahead of the bridge closure, with marketing efforts, hosting more large parties, and even adding an outdoor beer garden. And while he says there is a bit of a drop in business, he's hopeful the upcoming busy season will prevail.
Patronize your local, support local.
In Bay City, Cheryl Coonan, ABC 12 News.